More has come out about Dr. Singh's comments. So he calls the culture at Channel 4, at ITV, toxic, but he goes on to talk about bullying and discrimination. He said that he took his concerns to the top of ITV, but felt that he had been managed out as he was dropped from the screens, raising more questions for the top executives. Of course, this is about people with absolute power, and people who control exactly what people see. Controlling what somebody sees, having absolute power, is another way of using the word lying. That's what you're doing, or telling a story. The levels of revelations, anyway, the idea of the issue of Philip Schofield is a secondary issue that lies behind the overwhelming power of TV production. And this is something that should have been dealt with in 2019 with the investigation into Jeremy Kyle and Love Island and the DCMS, the Digital Culture, Media and Sport, under people like Nadine Dorries, who's now herself pontificating, failed to do anything. They held half a committee, and then when there was an election, they scuppered the committee, having listened to the concerns of production, not the people who are actually on the shows, and actually gave production even more power. So I'm afraid it's not just ITV that is at fault. It's not just This Morning that is at fault. It's the government that is at fault as well for conspiring and enabling this complete obsession with power. Nadine Dorries said when she was talking to Laura Newsberg, we know that there were complaints lodged with ITV over a long period of time. What happened to those complaints? I think the editor of the programme, Martin Frizzell, has some questions to answer himself. Yes, of course he does. Of course he does, but so does Nadine Dorries. How did that young boy, so young, get a job at TV? What were the processes involved? Who contacted who? Who contacted whom is what she should have said. Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary, Dr. Singh, all of these people, if the culture was so toxic and they knew it, why did they stay? Because the culture is toxic in almost every TV program in existence, particularly on these big stations. Why? Because there is complete power held by the executives, and they do not want to be told that they are wrong. So ITV have said about Dr. Singh, we're sorry to read Dr. Ranj's post today. At ITV, we're fully committed to providing every opportunity for anyone who works with us to raise any concerns or comments that they may have. Following a complaint by Dr. Ranj, we appointed an external and independent advisor to carry out a review, rather like the government review at the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sport, the committee. Great review. This external review found no evidence of bullying or discrimination. Well, there we are. Anyway, this is the point. The fellow involved in the Schofield story first met Schofield when he was 15, but didn't get a job on This Morning until he was 18. There's nothing wrong with employing somebody at 18. In fact, I've met many runners on television programs who are 18. Many. That's the age at which people are employed, when they're 18 or 19. It's extraordinary. And the fact that a runner is glued to the side, quote, of Philip Schofield, well, that's where a runner is expected to be. That's where a personal assistant is expected to be. As for Holly Willoughby's concerns, when reports of this relationship first surfaced, I asked Phil directly if this was true and was told it was not. It's very hurtful to find out this is a lie. Oh, I just don't believe all these crocodile tears. I think this is an attempt to salvage her job. She knows the ship is going down. She knows.